Right, welcome to the stream for the third time, trying this again. Hopefully the dimensions of the stream are actually up to par. So, here we are, live reacting. Now, I need to double check, make sure that the stream's actually okay, because this is the most spontaneous thing I've done in a while. Well, I've done quite a few spontaneous things recently, but basically, this is a big thing, big nostalgic thing. Right, okay, the stream's actually looking good now. Just a comment in the chat if you can hear me. So yeah, Modern Warfare 2, legendary, iconic game back in the day, and it's got the same name today. Check the live button on the video, you are mint out. It's a few seconds out. There's about a 20-second delay, which isn't too bad. But I don't know if I can up that right now. I doubt I can up it, but either way, this will be uploaded as a video, so anything you do miss, I mean, you know, you're not going to miss much if you're watching the actual live stream. So we're actually here, you know. Oh, I could have got a nice photo of the 111 there. Right, I need to find this. So yeah, Joe, do you want to post, get the link copied out? Because I've actually made sure that the dimensions in the stream is all okay now. So yeah, just in time, you know. So now we wait. Now we wait. So you're gonna see my live reaction of a pretty good COD OG. I wouldn't say, I don't know why I said good, but yeah, I've not played Warzone in months. So, but this is something that I want to check out. So yeah. So yeah, here we are. Here we go. Well, actually, my live stream's not even live. Okay, now we're watching it. Okay, we've seen this already. So we've not missed much from just a few seconds there. Right, Warzone 2.0. Okay, so that's clearly a different map. Okay, that's Verdansk. That is Verdansk that we just saw there. That is some. That'll be the campaign. That can't be Warzone, but it could be at the same time. But I saw an updated version of Verdansk. I saw an updated version of Verdansk. 100%. Surely that can't be it. I mean,
I am Johanna Ferris, the general manager of Call of Duty, and I am thrilled to help kick off a truly significant moment. Not only for the highly anticipated upcoming release of Modern Warfare 2, but a very significant moment for the future of the entire Call of Duty franchise. You see, over the last several years, we've experienced explosive and dynamic growth. And we've learned a ton along the way.
I don't know if I can. Let me see if there's any game voice. Oh yeah, there is. Right. Okay.
Of course, on delivering more fun and innovation, but also state-of-the-art tech advancements built to support a more connected Call of Duty community than ever before. So just know that what we share today across Modern Warfare 2, our brand new Warzone 2.0 experience coming later this fall, and our designs to bring Warzone to mobile for players on the go are all certainly big news, but it's just the first chapter of a very bold, long-term vision that we carry to take Call of Duty to even higher heights in the years to come. Ultimately, though, we know that our players and fans around the world will be the judge of all that, and it's why we are thrilled to be doing this on the eve of our Modern Warfare 2 beta, and to be here.
Oh, is it? See, I don't even know. The Eve, so it goes live Friday. There's a live stream. Hold up, there's a beta go live Friday.
On the true star of the show, the gameplay itself. So let's
Hold
get right
on.
into it. It is my esteemed pleasure to introduce.
I am looking at the chat.
Patrick Kelly,
Joe, hold on.
studio head of Infinity Ward and the executive creative director of Call of Duty. Pat, welcome.
Thank you, Johanna.
Yeah, Joe, type in the chat. I can see it. I've got my phone up.
It's been such a journey to get to this place. You know, on the franchise, I always get asked by people, or regularly get asked by people, what are the areas you focused on improving, or what are the areas you innovated on? We've worked on improving and innovating on every area of the game.
Right, you can tell
it always
from the previews of just the glance of the camera over the screens there. You can tell it looks like almost like Black Ops 3 type of a screen where you've got your character kind of closer up in front. I don't know. It's giving me that type of vibe.
And it goes on and on and on. We've got mobile connected with progression and everything else across all of the games, and it just goes on and on. But you know what? It all comes back to one thing. It comes back to fun. Everything we do is in the service of fun. Whether you're a hardcore player or a casual player, whether you are somebody who likes to play with your friends or you like to play alone, wherever you played, be it on console or PC or mobile, however you play, whether you're a camper or a slayer, we've tried to think about fun for you. And hopefully today you're going to see that and
Right, I love Infinity Ward. They've always made the best Call of Duties.
Absolutely.
Says Joe there in the chat.
I
see you on comment.
And I'm particularly excited about some
Yeah,
of the
they do.
social features
I've
that
not
are
played in
coming
months
as part
though,
of this
so
launch. Things like proximity chat and new
this
gulag
might
lists. There's definitely gonna
make me
be
interested.
instances
I mean,
where
I am
players will
interested, but
interact not only with their own
proximity
squad,
chat.
but
Wait, did they
maybe
say
work
that?
with other
Proximity
players
chat.
in unexpected and pretty fresh
Imagine in
ways.
S&D
We've
proximity
already
chat.
seen some hilarious interactions, in fact, during play sessions, and I can't wait to see how these new ways to connect evolve over time. Now, Pat, what can you tell us about weapons?
Oh, wow. So, we've
I think they're just
completely innovated in the area of
right.
connecting
They're taking
you, the
too long
player,
with this
to
little.
your instance in the game, making you feel more in the game. And I guess you can think about it as starting out with the camera. The camera represents your eyes,
Right. I mean, they're taking a bit too long here.
Connecting the camera to your body. We've done that with some inverse kinematics and some physics and other things like that. We've connected then the body to the hands on the gun. Again, with some sophisticated inverse kinematics. We've connected the gun with the actual bullets coming out of it. So now, wherever that gun is pointed, however it's pointed, the bullets are coming out of it exactly from the barrel. There's no disconnect there. And that's before I even get into what we've done with the new gunsmithing and how you build your weapons and the platforms, etc. But
It would have been nice if they showed more content all of a sudden at first.
Well, we've taken up enough time, but before they
That's what I was
kick us off
thinking,
the stage,
but now
can you
it's
tell them about raids?
right.
yes, thank you.
Hopefully they stop talking
With the beginning
in a polite way
of
because
Modern Warfare 2, and then shortly after that, Warzone 2.0, and then very
right.
shortly after that, for the first time ever, we're going to release a raid in Call of Duty.
A what?
It's a very different kind of gameplay. It's very intense. We think it's very fun, and we're super excited.
Raid
By
in
the way,
Call of
there's
Duty.
one other thing I want to talk about.
What's it mean? What do they mean by that? Like, not the map, a game
I
mode,
heard so
right?
many of you talk about what play challenges can you give us beyond just
Didn't they have talks that Ground War was coming to it? Like Ground War from MW3, Modern Warfare 3,
quests and gameplay challenges
like back in the day.
when you actually win in Warzone or you hit different milestones that you'll have an opportunity to
And also,
and believe me
what
when I say,
what
everyone in the match
what even
know
will
when
be
you're on
in
them,
this
and
raid
you
game
can
mode?
prevail at them. So look forward to that.
Big things ahead. And now, before we kick it over to Miles and team to carry the day, we are extremely excited to give you the world premiere of the Modern
Right,
Warfare
here we go,
2
ladies and gentlemen.
multiplayer trailer.
Finally.
Thanks again,
Right.
and enjoy the show.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Sound up. Sound up. Right. Sounds already to the max. Okay.
We got intel reports of Hassan and the cartel.
Right.
Terrorist cells all over the globe.
We've never seen activity on this scale.
Wait. Hold on. The screen's just stopped there for a second. Now we're back.
They have an army. But we have each other.
The world is a vampire.
Right. Why is my screen black? Why is my screen black? What the? Why has it? Right. This is actually annoying. Why can't I see this? I'll have to refresh the stream. Oh no! 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 Cancel! Oh my god, that is such a fail on stream. Nice one. Nice one from me there. Oh, that's annoying. Hold up, let me refresh. Why did it just show a black screen? That is annoying. Well, oh well. It's okay. It's all okay. Either way I can go back to if I missed anything, and I doubt I missed much. I doubt I would have missed much because they usually show something interesting. Why is this glitching, man? Yeah, people are saying that refresh your page because it seems like it's black screen. Other people had the black screen in the stream, right? AC-130 and Javelin are back still, right? You know what? If they show the intervention, that'll get people talking, and they should do that. Right, so it wasn't only me that had a black screen. Right, that's clearly Warzone now, 2.0. Looks like right, that's Warzone now. Is it? Yeah, it is. Right, that's a completely new map, of course. Right, so mine's for the boats. Third person mode. Warzone 2.0. Right, so right, tanks. Right, well that I feel like that might be overpowered. Right. So we didn't miss. They have third person. Yes. Hey, what's good, Visa? Long time no speak. Hope you're doing well. You still in the stream, Visa? Is it replaying the same thing again here? Hold on. I think hold on. I think they're replaying it again because people had the black screen. Maybe. Yeah. Yeah, they are. They're replaying it because it had a black screen. Right. So we actually get to watch this. Right, we didn't miss much at all. Hold on, is this live that I'm watching? No, it's not. Right, I've clicked live now. Right, so there's more gameplay here. Right, Juggernaut. Right, that's interesting. I'm assuming that'll be some type of kill streak. So, okay, heartbeat sensor. That looks a bit different than what we're used to. Which is, I guess, a bit different. Right, that's going to be some type of new game mode there. I think that might be the raid game mode, but I guess we'll see. I think I saw a Barrett 50 cal there. That looks like some proximity sensor there, just like in Black Ops 2. Right, and then this is where we originally had started off when the stream showed a black screen, so that's 3 times scope there. We've got the Javelin. I saw an also precision airstrike there, but this is the thing. So AC-130, that will be an AC-130. So I don't know if there is a variant of an AC-130 in MW1, but either way, you can have it. You can guarantee that's that'll be an AC-130. Oh. Okay, so what they just threw there was a proximity kind of thing, but it deactivated the vehicle? Interesting. Looked like it deactivated the vehicle. Now this is interesting, so like a water mine. Alright, third person, that's going to be an interesting one. It seems like it'll be third person, but up until when you zoom in onto your gun, you'll go into a point of view, first person. So it's pretty much kind of similar to, shall I say, PUBG in a way. So in PUBG, where you're third person, but then when you aim down sight, you still have the option of aiming down sight, but still being in third person, but you also have the option of being first person. So if everybody in the chat, say hello in the chat so I know who's here and so I can welcome you. So we've got Visa, we've got Joe, Joseph.
Who are bringing Modern Warfare 2 to life. Guys, we have 200 of our friends behind us. us who are going to be playing and streaming shortly. But before that,
Right.
we also have Stephanie Snowden, Director of Communications for Infinity Ward, as well as Joe Seeger over the under Jeff Smith.
There's still more to see, so if you're in the stream, stick along. Stick along.
How are things evolving from Modern Warfare 2019? I mean, let's start high level because there's a lot to get through today, guys. You saw that trailer. Let's go with the philosophy, Steph. Let's stay high level. What went into the creation of the game?
You said it precisely. There is so much. This game has just so much content. It's got something for everyone. And it's really been the
Who's still in the
result
chat?
of 3
Say hello.
years of hard work
Joseph, are you still here?
at
VZ still here?
And our partners across all of the Activision studios. And so much of that work started with you guys at home. The community, the fans, our creators here, and that conversation and feedback from 2019 has really been a core piece of what Modern Warfare 2 is. And it's a dialogue that we hope to continue, especially here today. Well, we've got so much in store with this MP experience. And
So, nothing. I'm just sticking around until the gameplay, and also Warzone 2.0.
we're in good hands.
I think COD next is just going to be a kind of integration of
Let's set up what Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer is.
everything, I guess.
And let's stay high level for now, because there's a lot of details, right? It's juicy.
I just want them to talk a bit less and show more.
Making a sequel, it can be kind of tricky. You know, what do you keep from the previous game? What do you get rid of? And where can you add new things in and not mess up this kind of...
Because there's going to be a lot of people watching. I mean, when we're talking about a lot of people, 339,000 people.
One of them being player behaviors. And I say behaviors...
And that's just on YouTube, shall I say, because there's also Twitch, there's also these other platforms. So,
But behaviors are more ingrained in how players play. And we just put them into 3 big groups. We call them rushers, which are just aggressive players. They just want to find the action and go. And then we have sentinels, and these are defensive players that want to just kind of hold down a building, maybe keep a overwatch. And then we have stalkers, which are reactive, and they kind of hang back and try to read the field and read where spawns are. And really, we just kind of use these as filters to keep us honest with the content that we're making. So they're making enough toys and equipment for players to be successful playing the game.
do you see the shirt of the guy all the way on the right? That's a icon from MW2.
Most excited to talk about.
Hold on.
Boy, there are a ton of
Like
new
the
features
original
added to
MW2.
this game, but we really pushed forward even the most fundamental aspects of what makes a Call of Duty game with Modern Warfare 2, and it's been really amazing for me to come on board this past year and see these innovations coming to life, to hear Jeff jump into, breaking down the 1v1. And personally for me, water. Our water, I've seen the memes, we love water. It's really hard to make in games. But the Aquatic Combat, some of the things you're able to do with vehicles in the water, I think that level of immersion is really going to speak to fans and has been something that I've really enjoyed playing the last couple months.
Aquatic Combat. Steph loves to swim. Joe, can we go into some details about our water-based adventures in MW2?
Yeah, I mean, last game we really wanted to add water, and we knew we didn't have time, right? So in Verdansk we froze the rivers and we made the outskirts just a kill trigger. In this game, as soon as we started Modern Warfare 2, we
Right.
water, both visually,
This is going to be interesting. I'm surprised that this not even brought itself in. Well, it actually isn't.
We also, the gameplay
Huh.
side, there's unique ballistics underwater.
Actually
you can
didn't
use
even-
weapons underwater. Your pistol is your weapon underwater. Otherwise, you can't use your primary weapons. But it's also a nice cover or evasion mechanic. If you're getting shot at, you can dive into the water, and as you get deeper, it gets murkier. Like the farther you are from something, you can't see it. And so it's been super fun.
Okay,
for
this
us
is
to
cool.
dig into water and really flex on what water could be in Call of Duty. And you
But
saw
pay
the
attention to his shirt there, because that is a
every piece of
Rocks
equipment,
fun.
yeah, has
I
been
love it.
filtered
icon
like
from
we
the
can
original
look at everything in the
MW2.
game and say, how does it work on water? What's the best version?
Our vehicles will just slowly submerge. Definitely would, instead of blinking out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
A lot of
everything.
details.
The behaviors are awesome.
Oh my god.
Okay, vehicles will slowly submerge. That's actually cool instead of just
But guys, let's not forget about the ground and the air. Like, I mean, what else is going to be coming to the movement system, Joe? What we got?
Well, last game we did mount, and we had slide, and even though we're a military shooter, fluid movement.
I want to
is
see a bit
super
more though.
important to us.
Alright,
So
this
this
is
game, you saw in the trailer, you can see here on the video, we have a new ledge hang mechanic, and that's essentially a high
Okay.
mantle. But instead of doing a high mantle and throwing yourself up over into combat, you can now peek. If you have a pistol, you can pull that pistol out and use that. We also
Okay.
added the dive. You know, last game we had the slide that kept your gun up, but we really wanted players to have an option where if they're getting shot at, they don't know where they're getting shot at, they can get down, get out of fire. But the other really cool thing is it dives just high enough to let you get through a window. And so if you throw a grenade up into a building's second story, often you'll see players, you know, like rats leaving a ship, diving out through the windows. And it's just another option for players in combat.
Yeah, and all of these dynamic movements mean you can interact with vehicles specifically in a very cool way. I'm gonna save some of that gas for when we get to Warzone 2.0.
Right.
It's a really
I
exciting.
want to see more.
All right, vehicle details to come. But now, guys, let's talk about equipment. Obviously, Call of Duty, crazy sandbox, a lot of cool toys to play with. Joe, what are some of the new dynamite new items that we're going to be throwing at each other and equipping and using in all sorts in the next game?
I mean, you saw some cool stuff in the trailer. You saw the drill charge. You saw the shock stick.
Still waiting to.
Inflatable decoy. And this is a mine that you can throw out, and it basically sits there. And if a player gets close to it, it auto deploys and basically inflates like a car airbag going off of it. And it faces the person that triggered it, and so it's a great distraction technique. You can also fire it off with a clacker, and if you want to control when it goes off, you can throw it in water. And here you just saw the DDoS. We added all this equipment into this game, and the DDoS is our kind of answer of like, hey, I'm going to breach this building, I want to go clean house, but I don't want to deal with all the shit inside. So I'm going to hit the DDoS, boom, it's going to shut down everything, and I can move in. Yeah,
So what's...
clear that room. You saw the heartbeat sensor is back, it's got a new look. But it also has a battery as a balancing mechanic, so you can't use it indefinitely in Warzone.
Right, that's interesting.
This is the tag cam too.
Yeah.
What was the
which to me
DDoS
is,
thing that they mentioned about?
A personal favorite.
I need to check
out
that
a
shit.
lot of them, and even you can patch into your teammates, so you can. It gets a little crazy.
Yeah, kind of like a sticky GoPro, but will actually mark your enemies for your team.
Yeah.
So it's. I expect to see a lot of fun.
There's so many,
with that today.
so many toys and new tools.
I'm gonna have to double check that thing where they were talking about like clearing out a room in a way where you can. I don't know. It's interesting.
Warzone and Quarantine, it's pretty awesome.
Oh my god. Until they all get DDoS. All this talk about equipment, it reminds me, I mean, that's one element to look at now, but we've also got Gunsmith, brand new Gunsmith. Guys, what can you tell me about it, and how will it change the way that we level our weapons and manage them? I mean, what's going on there?
Yeah, so the new Gunsmith allows players to build out their weapons more smoothly than ever before. We put out some videos yesterday for the Intel drop. I hope people dig into those if you want a better look at Gunsmith 2.0. But we're really looking at unprecedented opportunities for weapon customization. And the new weapon platforming will actually allow players to unlock universal attachments through cross-progression. So we saw a lot of really positive feedback from the community yesterday. This is sort of intended to, decrease the grind. You're no longer unlocking every single attachment for every single weapon. There will be some shared attachments through progression. And I'm really excited to see the streamers and the content creators jump into this today. I know we all love the gun bench from 2019, so it's exciting.
This does sound amazing. So we've been hearing a little bit about weapon platforms and shared attachments. This is very, very cool stuff. Can you dive into those details though, Joe? I mean, what can we expect?
Yeah, I can add a little bit of what Stephanie said. We had this vision last game with Gunsmith. We were like, okay, what if you could take an assault rifle and you could make it an SMG? And that was our driving kind of like motivator for that system. And we kind of hit that. You could take it functionally through attachments, but the weapon name wouldn't change, and we couldn't change the receiver. And really, that's the key thing this game is you can go into Gunsmith, you can set up an AK-47 assault rifle with a thermal optic, with a suppressor, with a grip, and then you can say, you know what, I want to change up the playstyle of this gun. You can swap out the receiver to the AK-74U, make it an SMG, but you can keep that optic, that suppressor, that grip, they all come with. And to what Stephanie said, we have shared attachments within these platforms. We have branching progression. You unlock those guns by playing with other guns.
I just want to see more content, more gameplay.
And it's all to hit this vision of I'm building up an arsenal of weapons and an arsenal of attachments. I'm sitting down to my gun bench, and I'm going to make the perfect weapon for me.
I think maybe the simplest way to think about it is a gun tree, and each time you hit a branch, that's a receiver, and they grow out of that.
Yeah, and that's we wanted to ground that in reality. A functionally receiver, is based in that changing the weapon type, and I think it provides a really seamless experience for players looking to build out the perfect weapon for a multitude of play styles. So you're going to be able to jump into that platform and customize however you want for situational combat. And you're actually going to see the FJX Cinder weapon vault in action today, which is the entirely unlocked Platform 1, the M4, the Mic 4. And the weapon
It's taking a bit of a while.
maintains its aesthetic properties across heard you talk about the Frankenprint. This is our answer. It's an extremely rare. This is a huge, project for our teams to design these, but it is the ultimate weapon blueprint. And even better, you can unlock the entire Cinder weapon vault with the Vault Edition of Modern Warfare 2. Available in beta.
Available in beta, so we can rock with that thing all weekend long. Okay, so Gunsmith looks incredible. Okay, I'm excited. I cannot wait to get into this one soon. Our streamers are going to get into this one soon as well. But first, guys, we need to hear about maps and modes. We've got our tools to play with, equipment, weapons, maps and modes, though. Let's get into this one. Let's get into the design team.
Oh, I just want to see the stuff itself.
Yeah, right from the start, we knew we wanted to build another big map. Not only for Battle Royale, but also for this other mode that we've been working on for quite a long time.
I read about that on the internet.
If they take too much longer, I'm just going to end the stream.
When you lay out these big maps, it's kind of a collection of all these little POIs, these points of interest. And within each of these, we've really fine-tuned that they can play large-scale core modes like Ground War and a bunch of others really well. And so, stepping back from this large map and looking at how much open world sandboxy gameplay that we have, we looked back at our 6v6 maps and really tried to refine and make them a tighter experience to contrast all this big world kind of exploratory gameplay. So the maps for 6v6, in comparison to the last game, they're just a little bit more straightforward, a little bit more refined, and I think fans will really enjoy how quick they play.
That sounds...
A lot of diversity in those maps as well. A lot of visual variety, some colorful maps in there, and I think they feel really clean.
Guys, you're moving me in ways I didn't imagine to be moved.
Taking a bit of a while to...
That's fake. It's the first time here on air. We've got some of the maps that we are going to be seeing in MW2. Starting with one, we've got a real fun one.
Okay.
This is one of the aforementioned battle maps. Team, can you give me some details on Sarah's
maps? We'd like to hear that. Let me hear it.
Sarif Bay is this little fishing town in the south coast of our big map, and we picked this because it has such a great mix of gameplay. It's right on a harbor, so we get to show off all our boats and our new amphibious APC, and swimming, as we've already said. But what you get inside the town is this really intense urban combat with all these tight little alleyways, and all this great rooftop combat. And mixed with our ledge hang, you get these really cool.
This looks like a pretty large map, if I'm gonna say really.
I love how you describe the rooftops there on this map specifically as like.
If all those locations in the map are able to be explored, then wow. That will be a large map. Probably 16v16 really. That can't be a 6v6.
Today, named Mercado Las Almas. Do you mind giving us some details on this one?
Sure. Mercado is a little street market in a historic section in Mexico. Our story behind this is, the authorities have some intel that narcotics are being smuggled out of a warehouse, and they're going in trying to find and seize them. This map plays really fast, and a lot of action right down that center lane. The Mercado is a very dangerous neck of the woods, so watch out when you're playing in the beta. It plays fast.
Cannot wait, really cannot wait. Looks fantastic, and again, interesting to see how that ties in campaigns and whatnot. All sorts of fun and games ahead of us. Looks amazing. Battle maps, core maps, 6v6, all this looks fantastic. But let's go back to modes. We've seen some maps. What about the modes being played on battle maps? We will have the return of Ground War, but we've got a new large-scale mode that you've alluded to, right? Let's talk.
Oh wait, no, that's Drop Zone as well. I was thinking of where there's like, yeah, that's a Ground War.
Big War TDM, or we affectionately call it the shipment of Ground War. It's 20v20 players, but there's also 20 AI on each team. AI are coming in fast roping.
The only objective is to eliminate or be eliminated.
And it's this high action mode. It's super fun, but it's also really chill. The announcer's not barking at you. He's not saying like, hey, get to B, they're taking C. You can kind of play it how you want to play it. You sit up on a rooftop and snipe. You can grab a shotgun and go room clearing. If you push too far into the enemy's base, AI will come hunt you. But we've also been really conscious
AI?
of where we put
What?
AI in multiplayer.
I don't know about that.
We didn't put AI in kill streaks or anything like that because we don't want AI showing up in search and destroy. We don't want AI in domination. This mode, though, however, was built for AI, and it's a super fun mode. Can't wait for people to try it.
Kind of a funny aside, we took the name
I
from
don't know about that.
MW2, and that was just large-scale TDM and DOM. and we kind of did the DOM in the last game, and now we're able to add kind of the sandbox TDM, and so we're kind of completing the cycle of that old playlist.
Yeah. Well, this large scale stuff looks amazing. This looks so awesome. And okay, so what about the new 6v6 modes? Just keep dialing it in closer and closer. Steph, what have we got?
Yeah, so we also have 2 new 6v6 modes that you're going to be seeing here displayed today, and they will be in beta in Prisoner Rescue and Knockout.
Prisoner Rescue. Okay, let's go into Prisoner Rescue first, Joe.
So Prisoner Rescue is an attack and defend mode. It's a round-based mode. The defenders have 2 prisoners who kind of spread out, and they need to keep hold of them. The goal of the attackers is to get to those prisoners, pick them up, and carry them to exfil. When you pick them up, you enter what's called a wounded carry, where they're up on your shoulders and you can't use your primary weapons. Instead, you have to use a pistol if you brought it, or you're just stuck with fists. But the way that we give the attackers an advantage once they grab that prisoner is they get a radar sweep for their team, so they can call out where the defenders are, and the objective icon over the prisoner goes away as soon as they scoop them up. So now the defenders have to basically rotate back to the exfil and set up defensive positions. And it's this heart-pounding, adrenaline-pushing like mode once you grab that prisoner and try and get them out.
That hero run.
Yeah.
Was,
Definitely, big S&D energy in this mode, which resonates with me in my time in esports. So this is my personal favorite of the new ones, and also sort of the strategic revives that happen. There is a revive mechanic, and so you are able to pick up your teammates, and I've seen some pretty wild comebacks in our playtest so far.
It was a lot of fun. We got to play a ton of it yesterday. It was amazing. Incredibly fun, and I know the community is going to love diving into it over the next week. Okay, I can hardly believe that there's actually a lot more content to get through, but there's one more thing I have to bring up. I have the honor of officially announcing the third-person view is finally coming to Modern Warfare 2. What are the details behind this one? We got a little teaser of it on stage from Patrick, but what are the details?
Yeah, you saw a little hint of it in the trailer, too. It's been a pet project for us, right? We've always wanted to do third person, and while we're working on all this other stuff, we've been kind of lifting up and doing third person in each mode. And the cool thing is that it's a modifier on our game, right? We can just turn on third person. In the beta, we're playing it in hardpoint, but we want to try it post-launch in S&D. We want to try it in VR. And we have, camera work. The camera collision's been reworked. It handles tight spaces. There's a water camera. There's an interior camera. You can feel the weapon shake when you're firing with it. And it's just, we've put a lot of work into it, and we're excited for people to give it a try.
Incredible. I can't wait to see what third-person COD feels like in 2022. Sexy skins and everything. This is a lot of information, Steph. There's a ton here.
I tried to warn you. We're delivering a lot of new features for you guys to try out ahead of release. And I said we were going to be bold with this beta, and we are, but there's
if they don't announce anything more interesting, I'm just going to end the stream. I'm hoping that they announce something.
Okay, so what about this year's third mode?
So I'm happy to say that Special Ops will return as our third mode, and will be focused on 2-player missions, asymmetrical in game design. So think 1 player on air support, 1 player on the ground, and I think the OG fans will be really excited because we've looked at, some of the iconic Modern Warfare missions like Overwatch, and really tried to...
So who's in the stream? Message in the stream. I know we've probably got, we've got Joe, Visa.
More about Special Ops in the months to come.
Steph, you're saying I should be looking now for a Special Ops partner?
Sitting right next to you.
Yes, you are indeed. Well, I'm all set then, Stephanie. I do believe we have one more surprise for PlayStation players out there. What's that?
Indeed we do. Let's roll the clip.
Okay, what's this? What are they giving PlayStation people early access to? Right. I'm interested to find out if we can still use skins that we've purchased in Modern Warfare 1 across to 2. Oni Operator, playable, right, okay. Right.
8 miles ISO.
Fix your mind. PlayStation players will receive an exclusive operator, Oni. Oni is a warrior and gun for hire, descended from centuries-old samurai clan and torn between country and family, just like me. This is such an awesome-looking operator, guys. Oni is going to be playable on day 1 for all who pre-order through the PlayStation Store. Plus, he comes comes with a high-level weapon blueprint, playable in multiplayer, and Warzone 2.0. Steph, badass.
Oni is awesome. I myself am a PlayStation player, and so I will be becoming Oni main day one for this game.
I don't know about that.
To see
Interesting.
our narrative team building out his lore, really bringing this operator to life with the creation of his backstory and his motives. And I think the art team absolutely crushed it with this skin. He is so cool looking.
All right, Steph, we keep talking about all the things that we have to look forward to, but we are missing quite a big one. We're missing the start of the beta. So for anyone who wants to get an early first-hand look at Modern Warfare 2, and trust me, you definitely want to, it is immediately available around the corner. For PlayStation players who pre-order any version, early access to the open beta starts tomorrow. So make sure you are preloading right now. Now also check out your screens, since here's exactly when you can play the beta on your platform of choice. But don't forget, friends, it's also definitely worth noting that if you pre-order the Vault edition of Modern Warfare 2, you get to use the red Team 141 Operator Pack and the FJX Cinder Weapon Vault in the beta, in addition to being able to earn in-game rewards for playing all sorts of cool swag. And don't forget that if you digitally pre-order Modern Warfare 2, you also get up to a week early of campaign access. So wait, campaign a week early. All right, folks. I hope you enjoyed that first look at Modern Warfare 2's multiplayer. Don't forget, you're going to get to see it live and in action in a few short minutes with our crazy set of streamers here, 200 plus here, and ready to rock and roll. But first, we'll be right back to show off the world premiere of Warzone 2.0. Don't go anywhere.
Okay, Warzone 2.0. Here we go. Are you playing it tomorrow? It's Joe. Are you still in the chat? Just say yes. Let me say, are you still here?
HyperX, official peripheral partner of Call of Duty. Play like a pro on the big screen with 144 Hz VRR and FreeSync.
I
TCL6 series TV.
currently got my Xbox One here. I'm still deciding as to they went to add. Yeah, I mean, well, business is business, you know. Fair play to them. Getting the sponsors in and stuff like that. It makes the franchise still exist. Am I playing tomorrow? Still need to pre-order. But I don't know whether on Xbox. Don't know whether to on PlayStation or Xbox. But the thing is, I think I just need. I'm gonna have to buy it on PS4, you know. I need to charge my PlayStation controller. Like I've used. I don't even know if I've drank Mountain Dew. But I don't know, I don't like sugary drinks. If you want to play tomorrow, go PS4. If not, go Xbox and play next week. If you want to play tomorrow, go PS4. Wait, so you have an Xbox?
Welcome back to Call of Duty next. The Mountain Dew green carpet. It was beautiful. A lot of fun people out there. Everyone having a good time, and some incredibly well-dressed people out there, and some definitely not. Sweaty t-shirts about. Here we go. Welcome back to Call of Duty next, friends. We promised it was coming up, and now the wait is over. It is time to talk about Warzone 2.0.
Here we go. Warzone.
Warzone 2.0.
Come on.
Come on. Trailer early today.
Come on.
And it does look awesome.
Yes, I saw literally a snippet of what looked like Verdansk. It was literally a copy and paste of the inside of a building that was in Verdansk. Right, come on. Launch it. I pre-ordered for Xbox. Right, well, are you listening to to what I'm saying now in the stream, or do you want me to chat? I want to, like, can you hear me in the stream? Just so I don't have to continuously...
On the same experience that we all had, that fun, all of those moments, and it's a return to shared tech across the universe for Modern Warfare 2, and that's going to create a really streamlined player experience. And I think the key innovations that we discussed for multiplayer,
like, isn't it? It's just, I don't know why
so we're bringing it back.
PlayStation still has early access.
It's the same world, and I think the players are going to love it.
My good God, real excited about this one. Again, there's a lot in this one, Jack. Where do we go from here?
So MW2 and Warzone 2 have been developed side by side since the beginning, right? Since we started down this road. And then
come on, we want to see. Go for it.
Stephanie said, they share the same mechanics, the same weaponry, and even more than that. But the centerpiece of all this, of course, is the new map that we've been working on since 2020 with teams across the globe. It brings together our philosophies on map design, it brings together new technologies in order to do it, and lots of artwork to make it happen. And we've learned so much from players experiencing Verdansk and playing in Verdansk over the first few years of Warzone, and we're really excited for them to land in Al Mazrah with their squad. There's a wide variety of points of interest for players to explore in this map, and we're really looking forward to...
I really don't know whether it's better to be on Xbox or PlayStation.
To explore and traverse. I cannot wait, Stephanie. Let's take a look.
That's right, Miles.
Here we go.
Welcome to Al Mazrah. This is our new map for Warzone 2.0.
Right.
It is
okay, new map.
Interesting mix of geography. It is expansive desert settings with a
New
mix
map.
of areas, towns,
Right.
city, and of course water. It looks way better on this screen than it did on Twitter. But you're gonna find a lot of really cool elevation, rocky peaks, caves, subterranean spaces. This map is beautiful, and it's actually the biggest VR map that we've ever made. And
Biggest VR map?
So
Ooh, I
excited
don't
for
know.
all of our streamers here to
Are they
jump
sure
into
about that?
Later today.
It's huge. Look at the size of that thing. Okay, so that was a big picture, and it's a great way to see it from a sort of top-down layout. But let's take a better look at some of these points of interest.
So when we set out to create these spaces, the team works to make it feel like a real space, right? So that there's infrastructure in between all the different, what we call points of interest along the map. And if you're paying attention, you might even see a few that seem pretty familiar out there as well. And so as the team works through these, they're trying to find some variety on each point of interest to make them something that the players will want to drop in and get the particularity of that single point of interest and find the place that they want to drop and where they want to play, whether it be a high elevation observatory at the center of the map, whether it be the big city that's up the top right, and whether they want to explore that, or whether they want to work in some of our POIs where we have water intersecting with geometry. So we have in this one...
Like how they say that they posted saying, "Oh, free open beta weekend," and then the next scene it says only on PlayStation for like early access. But so somebody confirm this for me. Is it this whole weekend? The weekend coming up now? They're playing Warzone as well as I thought multiplayer.
The hot drop will be today, right? We've been talking about this the last couple of days. This is our first time seeing other people who are not us play Warzone 2.0, and so I'm just very curious where you think everyone's gonna immediately drop today.
I think some people are gonna drop to Observatory just to go back home, you know?
They're coming home.
It's always nice you move through the map and you kind of hit a spot and you're like, wait
I've been here before.
this is all these flashbacks.
Hey, there's a lot of nuggets in there for some old
For that reason,
fans.
yeah, I'll say Corey.
Right.
That's gonna
102k likes, and they've got 318,000 views. Decent. So, did you not see it? I missed it. I missed it. I'll double check. I was looking at my phone. Wait. Are you talking about high rise and terminal? When you say did I miss it? Was that in the Warzone map, or was it just a separate actual multiplayer map? It'll surely be a multiplayer map, right?
The slide, the dive, the water.
more swimming.
Yeah. Oh. This is a great taste of some of the water combat.
I can't wait to go full Captain Mill, you know, Apocalypse Now coming out of the water, knifing people. I mean, this just looks...
Yeah, the rendering team made some work, so you come out, you're looking all wet.
Yeah.
See the caustics on the bottom.
Yep.
I'm not even sure what caustics are. Steph, you touched on vehicles a little bit earlier. What can we talk about? You know, we've seen boats, we've seen tanks, we've seen all sorts. Jack, what have we got?
So we've implemented a new physics.
I'll send you a pic of it. Yeah. Do it on Instagram or Twitter. Send me it.
More traction or less traction. And as you're driving them around and you're encountering them and other squads are playing with them, you can choose to shoot off the tires to kind of impact their handling. You can have them they react to explosive differently based on
Right, interesting.
Armored 4x4 and get hit by an RPG, it's going to kind of bounce a little bit, but not quite take the hit as a small sedan. You can also choose with your squad to be rolling into a POI and somebody jumps out on the roof, somebody leans out the window, and suddenly you get yourself a lot of firepower driving into the POI. Of course, that vehicle needs to survive for quite some time in the map if you want to keep using it to go from point to point. And vehicles will run out of gas, or at least most of them will run out of gas, and then you can bring them to a gas station to fill them up. If your tires are blown up, you can get out and repair it, or you can bring it to a gas station.
Okay, so fueling up vehicles.
We've got, water vehicles, we've got a small boat, we've got the boat that Joe mentioned with the turret.
Interesting.
At the back, so you can have that little moment cruising out the river with your whole squad ready to rumble. So yeah, there is so much love that's gone into these vehicles.
Got the coolest vehicle.
The coolest vehicle?
Massive helicopter that you can fly around. That's a big platform with 3 doors. You can move a whole squad through the map.
So do you reckon they're all playing on PlayStations then? What do you reckon? In the chat. What do you reckon, chat? Joe, in the chat, what do you reckon? Surely they're all going to be on PlayStation 5s or something.
Engage in battle from the window, leaning out, shooting combat.
Unless somebody blew off your door.
That won't.
That does complicate things, doesn't it?
PTSD from Joe killing me many times in our playtest.
Well, I hope the gas prices in Mars are okay. I thought there's a lot going on in Warzone 2.0, and my head is quite frankly spinning. What other massive changes have we got in store? Because it feels like there's so much that's changed. Is it still a gulag? Do we still have circles? Is it still gas? I know there are guns, but do we shoot them? What's happening?
What do you want to jump into first? Oh, Stephanie, go.
We've made some pretty sweeping
Somebody in the comments said game size 1 terabyte.
of Warzone 2.0 to continue providing players with both a dynamic and rewarding VR experience. But Warzone 2.0, you're going to hear it over and over again today. It's about fun. This is about playing with your friends, having fun. Friends new and old. Maybe you're making them a game. And I think one particular feature that I cannot wait to see the streamers engage with will be our Prox chat.
Yes.
So it's coming. It will be in Warzone, and there is going to be some amazing clips.
Prox chat is coming, yeah.
But
Do you think it'll be in the beta? Surely it will be in the beta, right?
A little bit more about looting in Warzone 2.0. I'm listening to that.
The streamers love Prox chat.
They're like, yes.
In looting in Warzone 2.0, we still have the humming crates. You can still travel around and listen for those. We still have the loose loot on the ground, but we wanted to add a layer of learnability and logic to our looting, right? So if you're outside, if you're a little kid, you fall down, you hurt your knee, and your mom's gonna go inside, go to the medicine cabinet and get you something a Band-Aid, Neosporin, whatever. So that's our looting. If you need health items, you can hit a bathroom in a building and there'll be a medicine cabinet. You can open it up. If you want to get loadout items, there are these hidden caches throughout in between the POIs that are in ground, and you can memorize where they are because they're always there. So you can kind of start to develop these paths through the map of how you loot, and there's this logic applied to looting. You can find toolboxes that'll have grenades and things in them.
That's interesting. I presume so, yeah. Proximity chat. It has to be in the beta. They're going to be showing it off.
Space came through and dropped off military items. Those crates are always there, so you can always have this reliable layer to looting.
Incredible. This sounds really exciting. We go on a road trip through Mars, quite literally, have a route we plan, hit the gas station,
pick up snacks.
Pick up snacks, pick up ammo and all sorts. Okay, cool. So what about circle mechanics? I mean, this is obviously a huge component of the VR stream.
Yeah, I mean, the circle's been a staple of VR. It's been really hard to move away from it, so we kind of talked about what can we do to mix things up with the circle. So we've got this new mechanic where the circle can actually split, almost like a cell splits into 2, 3, or even 4 circles. And then those circles kind of close down. What it does is it segregates teams, and you have these micro battles in those circles. And at a certain point, you're like, okay, we've cleared out our circle. We think we're good. And those circles merge. They come back together, and you have this very directed fight. As the circles
okay, that's interesting.
You're like, here we go, it's about to kick off. And as soon as those circles hit, you have that final fight. So it's another kind of twist in the game.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Cool world event that would happen.
Multi-circle closure? Do you see this? Have you seen this? That looks fun. Multi-circle closure. Oh yeah, by the way, when this event is done, we can hop on Warzone, even though I've not played it in months.
The Gulag, we've been experimenting with, we've tried some
All new Gulag, right? Let's see this.
You actually have this temporary alliance with another opponent in the map, and you have to work together, and if you can defeat the other team, you can get out, and after that, you guys are enemies again. But for that moment, it's like, all right, we need each other, let's do this. You use the proximity chat to talk to each other. And the other thing we've been playing around with is you may see a little bit of an AI presence in the Gulag. So you have to be on your toes. If you're working with an enemy, there might be an AI here, you're picking up weapons. We're excited for people to try it.
Yeah, we're gonna get feedback today too. And like Joe
Gulag
said,
sounds a bit
pretty
confusing, but I'm sure it won't be too confusing.
Revealed here, but there's a lot in store.
There certainly is a lot in store. Jack, I have heard of a new concept coming to Warzone 2.0 called Strongholds. That will include AI that may impact how players get their weapons, etc. Can you clue me into what that's all about and if it's even true?
Absolutely. So strongholds are reinforced buildings that the AIs
For sure.
inside Al-Mazrah.
Yeah.
The players can choose whether or not they want to engage with them and assault them to get cool rewards.
The thing is, if I get it on PlayStation, I don't know. I've not played in a while, so.
Players to get their hands on that best weapon. We've worked really hard to bringing AI at scale into Warzone 2, and you're going to encounter them in multiple modes in different way. In VR specifically, they're in these strongholds, and if you get to a stronghold, you can find the location of a black site, which is going to have even cooler stuff in it, and you can fight your way from one to the next.
I like the watch he's got on.
You're going to find the AI occupying the large portions of the map.
In the gameplay, I meant, looked like a nice little combat watch. Yeah, so I'm still deciding whether to get it on PlayStation or Xbox. It's going to be a difficult decision.
Some new modes on the internet recently, but one of the most exciting things about Warzone 2.0 is confirmation that an all-new sandbox experience is coming at launch. I am happy to announce DMZ. Call of Duty's extraction mode will arrive with Warzone 2.0 at launch later this year. I played DMZ for the very first time on my
DMZ
first
mode
day
is
at
coming.
LW,
What is
and to
DMZ?
this day
Can you tell me?
playing it non-stop. The
Chat.
possibilities with this game
Joe,
are enormous.
help me out. What's DMZ?
I can also confirm that DMZ is real. We're not going to go into depth on it today because we do have to keep some stuff in reserve. What I can tell you though is we've created a
What is DMZ?
where you can
I'm
define
confused.
your win condition. You infiltrate Al-Mazrah, you accomplish your goals, and then you decide to extract when the time is right. It is played across the whole map, and the AI is occupying large sections of the map, and they are lethal opponents, and they do command your respect. You have to watch out for them. You have to work with your team.
Yeah, Joe, I'm going to need your help there.
Occupy strongholds
Help
and
here as to what DMZ mode is.
and then on top of all this, you can choose which mission you want to accomplish, or you can chase after a variety of activities in the world. And you can play this differently depending on your playstyle. You can go loud, like I always do.
Whoever's in the chat, say hello so I can welcome you.
Or avoid them entirely. Or you could just decide, hey, I'm going to explore the secrets of Al-Mazrah and see what's there.
Loot up, exfil. It's totally up to player choice there, and I'm really excited about the full scale of what we're delivering for this chapter. And we want players to have an amazing experience in Warzone 2.0. We've been listening to the conversation.
After message,
in
what
the
is
community, specifically
DMZ?
around small maps, ricochet, anti-cheat, ranked play, and beyond. And trust me, although we're touching on some of the core updates to the overall Warzone 2.0 experience today, and mostly focusing on VR, there will be more news to share over the coming months.
What is
This only the
DMZ?
beginning for Warzone 2.0.
Okay, I need Warzone 2.0 and DMZ in my life ASAP. Stephanie, when?
Warzone 2.0 will be free to play for everyone on November 16th.
November
With the start
16th.
of Season 1 across Modern Warfare 2. Mark your calendars, that's about 2 weeks after after Modern Warfare 2 launches. And we had 125 million players in the original Warzone, and I
Wow.
cannot wait to see all of you and hopefully more of you in
125
Al-Mazrah for
million.
this experience.
And you will have a chance to see a Warzone 2 Battle Royale Alpha playtest happening right here behind us very, very soon.
Yeah, the streamers are hot to trot. They're raring to go. We will see all of you in Al-Mazrah on November 16th. But don't go anywhere just yet. Stick around because when we come back, you'll see just what Warzone looks like when it's built up from the ground for mobile. You're not all going to want to miss
What?
this.
Right.
I promise. Then after that, we have live gameplay coming at us That's with all of our friends set up across each and every Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer. We've got Warzone 2.0, Battle Royale, we got Warzone Mobile. It's all happening here, ladies and gentlemen. Don't go too far.
Call of Duty next. Brought to you by the GMC Hummer EV pickup.
Okay, these are interesting sponsors.
All-electric super truck. Intel, built for the next generation of gaming. Squad up sooner with Xfinity rewards. Get early access to Modern Warfare 2's open beta. Jack Links. Squad up with Sasquatch. Jack Links is good with it. Eureka Ergonomic. Leading designer in gaming furniture.
It's like a sandbox game mode, but they didn't really talk about it much, but it should be fun. So where have we seen a DMZ game mode before? Still debating as to which platform I should get it on, because am I right in saying that this weekend is for PlayStation only, and then next weekend it's both consoles? Am I right in saying that? Am I right? Okay, Verdansk. Right, this will be for mobile. That'll be mobile. That has to be mobile. That'll be mobile. It's showing Verdansk, but I have a sense that this will be mobile, though. Has to be. It'll be mobile. Because they would not re-release it, because people will get quite a bit bored quite easily. So this will, I mean, they did say that they're showing mobile right now, so yeah, this will be mobile. Yeah, there we go. So, yeah. So they have brought Verdansk back, but the different thing to that is that it's on mobile instead of console.
Already good to go. But finally, we're hitting something new here. Coming into mobile. We got Warzone Mobile 2 here for you. It's me, Beef Mommy, and I couldn't be more excited to be here with none other than Chris Plummer. And Chris, what
Warzone Mobile, let's go.
That's right.
Yeah,
Today we are
interesting.
proud to introduce Call of Duty Warzone Mobile. This is the real thing, and it's on your phone. For the first time ever, you can drop into Call of Duty Warzone from wherever life takes you. Let me quickly point out the gameplay you're seeing today is still alpha, so it's only going to get better. And for Warzone fans, you will recognize this drop sequence right away.
I mean, honestly, it just gives me so much nostalgia. But wait a minute, Chris. Is that the legendary Verdansk?
You know, this is where Warzone gameplay was born. And we're bringing the legendary Verdansk map to mobile for the very first time. From its hallmark vistas. And these dense urban areas, they're just so much fun to play in. Wide open fields.
I don't know. Verdansk on mobile.
Combat environments. There's so much variety in Verdansk. It's famous for good reason. Teaming with fan favorite locations like Boneyard and Superstore.
I just
Well, I'm getting classic Call of Duty Warzone flashbacks here. Can you tell us more about the gameplay? Or, you know what, maybe just give me your phone real quick. Maybe I can see for myself. No?
You know, the team has a passion for delivering the most authentic Call of Duty experience possible for mobile devices. From the way you aim and move to the weapon aim and control responsiveness, all these critical little details combined to make Call of Duty Warzone mobile feel best in class. We've made sure that the physics, the feedback, the sights and sounds.
Yeah, some people are saying LL, some people are saying W. It's a very 50-50 thing for them to bring this out on.
You can imagine feeling that dirt compressing under the soles of your boots with every move. Or imagine those tiny shockwaves of recoil moving through your entire body with every shot. And Warzone Mobile, these are the kind of details that we care about and make the combat feel airtight.
What do we think? Yes or no for Warzone
You know, it sounds like everyone's
Verdansk on
paying
mobile?
attention to detail, and it's finally paying off. Now, when I think of Call of Duty Warzone, I think about strategy.
I have a sense that they should have brought the new map, Warzone 2.0, onto mobile.
When you're out there exploring the map and evading the gas circle collapse, you can try to sneak up on another player and pull off the finishing move. It's like ultimate bragging rights. And if you're feeling more strategic,
I don't
you and
know.
your squad, they can complete contracts, use that cash, and buy stations. There's a ton of variety there, including lots of different abilities like...
They know that the mobile market is large. That's why they're focusing on the mobile market. Is because they made 1 billion for COD Mobile. Yes, you heard that. 1 billion they made for COD Mobile. Now this isn't talking about anything, you know, Warzone Mobile. That's COD Mobile itself. Hope they'll bring the new Warzone map to mobile. I mean, I have a doubt of that. They would have showed it if it was, but I think it's just going to be Verdansk.
You can deploy your big stick of choice like, you know, a precision airstrike. You might be able to wipe out an entire squad with it. So, not so
I don't know. I don't know about this. For people that want to come back to Verdansk, like the OG players like us, that's what might get people interested in it. But for people that play on mobile, you know, they'll test it out and stuff like that. But do I see myself downloading this? No. Up to 120. Okay, well that's not bad. 120 players. That is on mobile.
Wait.
On mobile.
Did you just say 120 players? Or do you mean bots? Because it seems like in Battle Royale games on mobile, they're usually loaded up with boring bots.
Yeah.
Well, we believe it's critically important and a lot more fun to play with real, live, human opponents.
Okay.
So for anyone who's tired of playing with nothing but bots, we hear you.
That. Okay. Fair enough. Wasn't it 60 players for Verdansk? So 120 players on a Verdansk map.
Everyone's excited, and absolutely it is huge. And I don't think there's a game on mobile that can top that. In terms of real player count, of course. But how are you able to even pull that off?
We can support real player counts at dramatically higher scale.
Nobody nearly as good as Battlefield, my word.
Warzone Mobile is running on advanced, unified Call of Duty technology. This is the same shared tech behind the console and PC versions of Warzone 2.0. It gives us a ton of advantages, like these incredibly high player counts, authentic
Right, so
gameplay systems,
you know what? For people that don't want to, you know what this is exactly good for? For people that want to play it but don't want to spend the amount to buy a console, like the new gen consoles or stuff like that. This is exactly the type of people that they're targeting. Talking about business here.
We know that your time is precious, and your investment in playing is now recognized across Modern Warfare 2, Warzone 2.0,
What?
and Warzone
Hold on.
Mobile. So wherever you're playing Call of Duty, it is time well spent, including on mobile. Even your friends who listen chat or share.
Okay, look at that integration system that they've got there. Mobile to console. Are you paying attention to this right here? That is fair play. Okay. Okay, that's exciting. That is decent. That is actually good. Right.
I really love to hear that. And as a matter of fact, I saw some of the same
That is
weapons
actually not bad. That is good. They're actually doing things that are good.
Are you aiming to make it exactly the same on all platforms?
You know, that's a great question. See, the team's incredibly excited about how deeply connected and authentic the experience is in Call of Duty Warzone Mobile. And we'll continue to adapt the best content and features and innovations created across the franchise.
This is interesting.
At the same time, we recognize that mobile is a very unique platform. Mobile has its own flavor, advantages, and player expectations.
Sounds like the game will be tied into the Call of Duty franchise pretty nicely. And will there be mobile-specific events or content that is unique to Warzone Mobile?
Yes, above all else, the team is committed Mobile is a world-class, mobile-first experience. You can download Score.
So now, if they release it sooner than...
It just needs to feel natural on the device, intuitive, and native to the platform. A lot of it comes down to tuning, and this is why we're supporting synchronous crossplay between iOS and Android platforms exclusively on mobile, and we're avoiding the imbalance that comes with crossplay.
By when you say nearly as good as Battlefield, as in like player count wise, or?
Best possible mobile gameplay experience with a unified feel. And by doing this, we don't need to compromise the tuning for any platform.
I think
This ensures a level
mobile could be. I reckon if they want to start off getting a bunch of people to download it, they need to release it ASAP. Before, like when I mean ASAP, I mean right now. Because that'll get people talking and excited and this and that.
We are committed to providing the most robust control options anywhere for a pick up and play experience that's accessible to all of our players.
I love that accessibility, and that means all my friends can get in on the action for a change, but how do they sign up?
Well, it's time to get your mobile devices ready, because I'm super excited to announce that starting right now, you can pre-register for your free download in the Google Play Store. Signing up means that you can be among the first to play when the game launches next year. We look forward
Next year?
to seeing everyone
Nah.
on Call of Duty Warzone Mobile.
No.
With that being said, hey, we got
Nope,
Ferg
that's
on
wrong.
board.
That shouldn't be
He's
doing that.
literally the first one to pre-reg. Ferg?
Hey guys, Berg here, and I am thrilled to be one of the first to pre-register for Call of Duty Warzone Mobile. And now you can too. Scan the QR code at the bottom of the screen to be among the first to draw. Tell your friends, because the more pre-registrations we drive, the more rewards we can earn, like special weapons, vinyls, and emblems. Plus, if we reach the top milestone of 25 million pre-registers, we're going to unlock a super cool secret reward.
He's a bit too enthusiastic. I don't like it.
What are you waiting for? Sign up using the QR code below.
Why is he? Yeah, cringe. Yeah. The comments there. Yo, you still only Android can pre-register. They really forget. Surprised he's not at the event. Mate, what the hell is that all about? I looked up on their website. I did scan the QR code. That clip there was the cringiest thing from this whole event. It's kind of embarrassing also. Like, why is it only on Apple? I mean Android. I don't know about that. Something's odd. Why do you think it's only Android? Why do you think it's only Android? Why do you think it's only Android?
It's incredible. We actually got to load up with some of the players.
There will be a reason for it, but I'm trying to think. It might be because there's more of a,
I think everybody at home, once they also
especially when they're trying to get 120 people. I don't honestly know.
Yeah, 8 hours a day for years it feels like. It just seems fresh, man. The map, like everything about it, triple circles, the water, the boats. I mean, I was like kind of the proximity mine king for a while there. They simulator vehicles, trying to blow them up and set movie traps. Now you're telling me I can do them in not only land but also the sea. I'm with it.
It's going to be something. Now, we really have seen a lot so far today. We've seen what was a mobile force multiplayer there.
What else are they showing?
But guys, it's time to get to business. Let's now get into the command center. This is it. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the command center, presented by Xfinity Rewards. We're going to be rolling the show through all day today. Xfinity customers, they can start playing Modern Warfare 2 soon with Xfinity Rewards.
Still undecided as to whether to get it on PlayStation or Xbox. If I do, even.
It's easy to join, guys. I mean, every time I sit down, I take a breathe. I'm like, so much. But first,
What are you saying? It's just not. It's just not to be put on the App Store for registration, I guess. Although a lot of mobile players mainly. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. There must be a reason behind it. I reckon if I Google it and see like how many people play COD Mobile, which is a current existing mobile game that has actually earned them $1 billion, I reckon a large percentage of that will be people on Android. And it all comes down to customer demographics, customer needs, wants, this and that. The thing is though, how Android don't they have 2 PCs?
It's gonna get loud. It's going to get incredibly loud. Yesterday it was loud, and I believe like not even everybody had shown up yet. So now that we have a full building of all of these creators, all of these PCs, I'm expecting people to get up and start.
Right, this should be the gameplay now. So it's actually worthwhile that we've
Headphones on, he can be heard from space. Oh yeah, no, 100%. Like Bobby Pop, if he's on a subtrain or something, Lord knows what that's gonna say.
yeah, remember when Ninja was very, very relevant, and now he's. I mean, it always happens, you know. Creators get popular, and then. But I remember when Ninja was like so much talked about back in the day, you know, beginning of Fortnite, but which is really odd. Why is he there? Like, out of all the like, I don't know. I don't know why Ninja's there. I'm exactly, man. He looks a bit lost himself. I think the chat is saying why the the chat is. I could even see the chat. I purposefully have made sure I don't want the chat to pop up on the stream, but I'm seeing the chat talk about saying like people saying like why is Ninja there or something like that, you know. But like, has he even played Call of Duty? Like, what? What? Like, what? I don't know. He's friends with Courage. JT, so probably got him invited. Let's fool. Let's. Okay. Okay, first gameplay here. Right, of course it looks like Modern Warfare 1, but okay, map's completely the same. I meant to say. Some parts are. Some of the hood is different. Gameplay wise, looks similar to MW1. Right. Oh. That was I don't know how quick. He died a bit too quickly there. He's never played it. I don't recall Ninja playing Call of Duty ever. Ever. I just don't understand. I don't know, this obviously it looks very close to Modern Warfare 1. I mean, you know, hence, you know, Modern Warfare 2, this and that, similar name. Okay, so top right, you just saw there, it just said somebody's on a 5 kill streak. Now, I think, so Noah J UAV. So, just pay attention to the top right there. It's giving a screen that shows what's going on in terms of kill streaks. So Noah J 5 kill streak. So now what I'm trying to pay attention to is Noah J, for example. Now he's on the opposing team. So I think it actually says what happens on enemy team as well. Because up until now you'd have to listen to things like UAV and have a look if there's a enemy UAV and stuff. But that will eliminate people listening and paying attention, so interesting.
Listen, he is, as much as he's like a fun, good-loving, like everyone thinks of Jack, it's just like this great-natured guy. He is one of those competitive human beings. 100%. Like he gets pissed.
Do you think they're all playing on controller? Or some of them are playing on PC. Courage is raging. Do you think they're all playing on? Oh no, this. So for example, this is PC. Yeah, but they won't all be on PC, right? Actually, no, they might all be on PC, but they'll have controllers. Is that how it goes?
If that makes sense. Like, there's obviously always going to be recoil. Your attachment's always going to mess with that. But when you peek corners and stuff, the way your gun moves with you is very, very realistic. And I think that's going to be something a lot of these players are going to notice and have to get used to very quickly.
Yeah, I wanna see. So you see when you aim down sight, the gun actually moves a bit more it's a bit more realistic. Well, kind of. So for example, if he, yeah, so it's similar to MW1. I think they've tweaked it. Same keyboard and similar controller, yeah, but they'll all be on PCs though, right? Because like PCs, but some will be on like playing with keyboard, some will be playing with controller. But they'll all be on the console itself. Will all be PCs though, right? I mean, it should. I assume it will be like a high-end PC. I thought he was about to rage quit there. Right, he's showing us some of the settings there, so I don't know if there was anything new there, but I don't know. I reckon it could get some. Right, some keyboard, some mouse, yeah. As it's very similar to MW1, it could get, dare I say, a bit boring quite quickly, unless they kept interest. That SMG fires very quickly. What map is this? Map looks very familiar. I don't know. Right. It's gonna be crazy. Even with the AK, you can turn 7 for you. Just make some crazy different loadouts. You know, some of these guys, J-Gods, have so much. So, I mean, equipment-wise, I think current player we're spectating, Swag, as he's called. What did you say about the Xbox and PC? I didn't hear what you said. They'll all be, surely, they'll all have like high-end PCs. They'll all have the same high-end PC or something, and then some can choose as to whether they want to be on the keyboard, and some can choose whether they want to be on a controller. Is that Pomage? Yeah, it is Pomage. I don't know. I really don't know. I think Warzone 2.0 will have to be really good in order to satisfy people. The thing is though, Modern Warfare 2 releases, and then Warzone 2.0. Yeah, you were right. Same spec PC, then they can choose. Yeah, I reckon they would maybe run into issues if half of them were on PS5 or something, and then half were on the opposite. I don't know. I think. Warzone. Courage just swore, did he? What did he say? What did Courage say? I mean, I don't know if you're going to be able to say it in chat without it blurring it out, but 112k likes, really good, honestly, really, really good. But I know people started liking the stream. It had like 40, 50k likes when the stream was starting. So I'm kind of not surprised.
Come on, Butters. Show us the dive.
Show us the slide. Now we're looking for the
Grab the window. Just dive out the window. Send it.
And all the windows are built to be diveable through. Like that's the way the game is.
That's what Joe was gonna say, right? Like,
What do you think? They might suffer with issues, I guess. He said something. Apparently, the commentator mentioned it.
That's the so we have the Hurricane, which is running overkill. That's going to be on the M4 platforms, and the sniper on the other side. And we have
look.
And then we go testing things out, trying to find the sneaky fastest way across the map. I couldn't. I was trying to see if I could break the slide.
No slide.
I do think that see how quickly she... Yeah, the TTK, so the time to kill. Pay attention to that, of how quickly they can get others and how quickly they get you. Pay attention to that. It looks a bit too fast-paced. TTK is so quick in this, yeah. I think it's 100% quicker than like that's nah. Something's odd there. Something is odd. You know, I'm actually glad that we've carried on watching because because now they're actually showing some gameplay, which is good. Finally. But you see, when Modern Warfare 1 released, it was such a huge improvement to the overall game mechanics. There's not a lot they can do to really take it to the next level. So it will be a few years until we see something like that shift that we saw. So I reckon just multiplayer will be interesting, but Warzone 2.0, you know, we need to get some dates in the chat. I need to be... I mean, don't click off the live stream. What are you watching this live stream on, Joe? I mean, this... are you on PC or are you on... Or you're on your phone? Because I've got my chat up on my phone and I'm watching the stream, of course, because that's how I'm streaming. But I want to... I think it's 2 weeks after MW2 releases that Warzone 2.0 releases. Watching your stream on iPhone. Alright. If have you got your PC in front of you, do a quick Google and see when does Warzone 2.0 release and stuff. Why is this? I don't know why I said and stuff, but they said 2 weeks after, but 2 weeks after the release. So November 16th, wasn't it? Yeah, it's 2 weeks after launch. Yeah, so. Still deciding. I don't know whether I should get it on PS4 or Xbox. Like, you're on Xbox, Joe. Another friend that I messaged today said that they're getting it on Xbox. I don't mind waiting until next weekend. You know, it's not that big of a deal for me to play this week. So this weekend, I just watch the content itself. You know, I'm not that big of a creator for it to make that much of a difference. Otherwise I would have, you know, ordered it on PlayStation 4. So, but.
This is probably one of my favorite maps that we are playing right now in the beta testing, and as you can see,
so
he's having so much fun.
Hold on, I see you shared the tweet with me.
It's a close game. Aiden has 14 kills. I just saw the kill board. He's on the other team.
Mason just realized he's on the stream that he's ready to get nasty. He's going in. Oh, he's fully loaded. Look at the bodies at Oscars. He is perked up. Quite literally. Come on, Mason. Show me something special. He's flying.
Just looking at some videos there.
Oh, no! That's the Fennec. I was loving that one yesterday. Oh.
So, I need to see. I'm gonna have to look on that. So, if you're in the stream, send a message in the stream so I can see who's here. So, so as it goes, this weekend PlayStation only, isn't it? And then next weekend it's all platforms, so PC, Xbox and PlayStation. Am I right in saying that, Joe? In chat? Mr. Joe. See, I like how he's playing. He's playing as Call of Duty should be played. Like, although, yeah, I see. Yeah, hello, nice. Yeah. So yes, PlayStation tomorrow and then Xbox next week. Yeah, so that's making me think as to the only real benefit to me getting it on PlayStation is having the early access up for one weekend. Like that's not that big of a deal. But when they usually release the game itself, there's not that many. Like when they release DLC, like when the game's already out, it goes to both platforms usually, doesn't it? It doesn't, like PlayStation doesn't have like early access still. So I think the only thing is like the skin that you get for pre-ordering on PlayStation and just the early access for the beta. Am I right in saying that? So I might just get an Xbox really. The problem with PlayStation is the difficulty of even getting a PlayStation 5. So if I wanted to play on the, that's the thing that Xbox is winning at the moment with their Series S. That only costs about some £200 something. So, but you know what? Overall, like Activision was bought out by Microsoft, so I'm even surprised that they're still granting PlayStation early access still. So I reckon, I don't know when it ends. I think next Call of Duty it'll have to be, because this is all in the process. So it'll have to be next Call of Duty. So saying that, you know, Series S having an Xbox probably is better than PlayStation long term, really. So what do you reckon then, Joe? Have you already pre-ordered, Joe? Have you already pre-ordered? Shared a photo. Let me check my phone. Yeah, alright, cheers for sending that. Might as well stick that as my wallpaper so I can remember. Open beta PlayStation. So you know what? I can play the open beta on PlayStation. Early access. Yeah. You know what I can do? I can just pretty much get yes for Xbox and Amazon. Amazon? Why'd you buy it on Amazon? I'm confused. Why didn't you get it digitally? Very surprised you got it on Amazon. Like, how will it actually arrive on time? When did you order it? When did you order it? Very curious to find out about that. Right, well, I think what I'll do is this. Hold on, my chat's gone. Yes, cancel order if I don't like the beta. Yes, cancel. It'll when it's meant on release day. Oh, yeah, why am I even saying that? I got confused, I thought the game was actually... That is clever that you can... Yeah, so if you don't like the beta, you can cancel your order. I would have liked to see Warzone, however. So yeah, if you're... Oh, why is my chat constantly going off? I want to see the live stream. So yeah, what I can do is, since I have PS4 as well as Xbox One S, I don't have any of the next gen consoles yet, but I reckon I most likely will get the Series S. But I'm in no rush really. So what I reckon I might do is, for the early beta, the open early beta, let me check on my calendar here. So it said in between the 18th to the 20th, which is Sunday till Tuesday, is the open beta. Wait, this isn't live. This is live now. Not much of a difference, it was only a few milliseconds. So, what was I even talking about there? I can do the open beta for PlayStation, you know? And then what I can do is, for the next beta, when you're on, Joe, I don't know if you're listening to me, I can basically just play Xbox next weekend. And then, but the thing, you know what I can do? I can play the open beta on PlayStation this weekend. Then from that, I'll decide whether I pre-order it digitally on Xbox One. And then I'll be able to play it early on Xbox One next weekend. I don't know if you heard all of that, Joe, but if you're in the stream, it sounds good to me. Did you manage to hear all I said? So basically, I'll do the open beta PlayStation this weekend. That is it me, or is that gun shoots really fast? Is that why they're... Oh wow. Yeah. You'd be lucky if you got 2 people with that gun, I guess. You'd be completely out of your mag. Look at the width. Yeah. Yeah, so what I'll do is I'll do that as I said. Yeah, heard it all. Good way of deciding whether you want the game. Yeah, I mean, the big thing is Warzone 2.0. So I think it's all a money thing, that they want to get people excited to get the game, because that's where they're making the money. The big money. I mean, Warzone of course will make money there, but that's why do you think they're releasing it 2 weeks early? Because if they released Warzone first, like at the same time they released the game, they know people just, well, most people just want to play Warzone. So I don't know. You can tell as you move while you're aiming down sight, the sight moves a bit. It makes it a bit more realistic in a way. Do you know what I want to see? I want to see some maps, like OG maps. Are you still here, Joe? I'd like to see Terminal or Quarry. Ooh, Quarry. Wait, have they announced Quarry? Have they announced Quarry? Have they announced Quarry? But I bet they'll add on maps. Oh yeah, there might be DLC. They'll release content. They have to be. Breadman is going off. Is this the person we're watching right now? It should be, yeah.
Wait, you guys see the movement though that I was talking about? Like how when you're moving, like your whole body, like it's different than other Call of Duty.
This gun is a bit odd. It's got the... He's not... No. It's just like I'd see on the game. Yeah, I reckon every 2 or 3 months we can expect some new maps. They're like OG maps. I reckon. You know what? I reckon it'll be like this. They'll have new maps on the COD on W2, but none of them will be OG maps. Up until release, Warzone comes out, then they'll release maybe like an OG map on the multiplayer at the same time Warzone comes out. That's what I think they'll do. I feel like they might not include any OG maps, So it's not like a bit of like a. So it'll all be new maps from now. 25 kill streak. Did you see that?
Go back in there. I mean, this is going on the timeline for sure. Redman's got clips for days.
Did you see that? That guy 20. Whoa.
I just think about, imagine loading in, like trying to check everything out, run some different guns and prep benches on top.
Yeah, no, he just looked dialed in. I don't think he said a word.
100% agree. Yeah. Yeah, they are going off. Yeah, 25 kill streak. Like, that's the thing though. Wouldn't you've got? I don't know why. Why didn't you get like a nuke or something there?
So, of course, gunsmith is ridiculous too.
Yeah.
You can turn your sidearm into something pretty mean, and of course, the ledge hanging. I'm hanging on ledge. Clint, you were singing the Spider-Man song earlier. Hey man, not too, if Spider-Man carried a Glock, yeah, baby. It is crazy to see like how much damage you can do with that thing, and just I mean, it's something that we have to learn.
That's an interesting sight on that SMG there.
And see where players are. Yeah. I was also trying to.
Also, Joe, make sure that your updates are done for Warzone. Make sure. Wait, make sure. Your updates for Warzone.
Isaac, he nearly got both of them there. And of course, Isaac, one of those students coming in from Europe, made the long trip across.
I was wondering how many we had here in National. I've casted over him in a bunch of Warzone tournaments, and he's made some deep runs. Guy's a monster. But he's just trying to hit some snipes and try some.
All my updates are done. Nice. But yeah, we'll still watch this for a bit. See if they announce anything else. I doubt it.
Frontman just got a 3-piece, and then Isaac followed up with the 4th in the feed. That was very satisfying.
Oh yeah, they are just tearing them apart. It feels like. What's that field upgrade he has there? Intel. Yeah, that could be the ultimate radar.
That might, yeah.
So that little bad boy kind of gives you sort of a local sort of UAV, but the radius isn't obviously great. But hey man, in a pitch, I'll take it.
The sniping looks nice.
The first shot didn't hit. Second one, that'll go through.
I was using this yesterday. It's a powerful shot. Got a couple flags. Oh wait, somebody saved him.
Oh my god!
I thought I was lagged there. Did you see that? It's just multiplayer getting. Yeah.
Alright, get us out of here. Open the crowd. Here's the Fennec. You can run so quick with this thing.
I mean, look how different this POV seems versus the sniper POV.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
Yeah.
you're moving.
Like that.
Oh,
wow.
got
Okay.
it though. Okay, Sean J.
Sniping looks fun. Yeah, looks decent. I want to find out how many people you'll have in. How many people are they putting in the multiplayer maps? Like there'll be ground war, but how many people? Will it be 12v12 or 16v16? I don't know. Also, people playing like on the beta that are on Xbox One, will they be paired with people that are on next gen as well? Surely, right? Am I right in saying that? I don't know. Am I right in saying that?
That is the power of Fennec. That player is that chance. Yeah, he's in the perfect area to use this weapon. It's like going out, getting peaks, street combat. It's a lot of fun to use this one. I was just enjoying the games. They're not doing a great job in-game.
Maybe 64-64 for ground war, and then 12v12 for the multiplayer modes.
I can imagine, but this is the chance to test everything. Run through, try different weapons. I mean, as much as I say that, we know how a lot of these people are. They're going for crazy clips. They want to drop bombs. They want to have high kill games. So some are going to find stuff they like, a little combination they feel comfortable with, and they're going to send it. But Crowder, yeah, he's in the mix right now. Movement, I mean, he seems pretty comfortable so far. Just little hop chows.
Yeah, the bunny hop freebies. You're just hopping around. You can even hip fire this one. He's picking up a ton of kills. He's loving this class up. He switched it up from last time. So one of the big things, I mean, before the show started, I walked around and talked to as many of the students as I possibly could, and I was just like, you know, you've had a tiny bit of time in the game, how you feeling about this? And almost every single one of them said, I'm really struggling not to slide everywhere. They've been so used to doing that.
Hmm.
I can say that just from all the Warzone I've played. Like, it's gonna take like my hand, just the muscle memory.
I do like how
So I've been slide canceling.
they have changed some of the text, stuff like that. Right, so let's see. The COD stream has 300k now. It's got 160. Yeah, because they've realised now they've seen the big stuff. Of course, it was going to dip down. Surprised it hasn't dipped down even more, really. Remember, they're live streaming on YouTube as well as Twitch and all these other platforms. So I wonder how many people they've got on Twitch. It won't be as much as YouTube, because the first thing that people do is go YouTube. But I reckon they'll have between 30 to 50,000 on Twitch, is my guess. The Vector in Modern Warfare 2, it's the Fennec. Oh, that's look at the sniping here. What? That should have been a...
Sniper's just so satisfying. The sound, how deep it is. It's amazing.
It feels like there's no drag to the sniper. When you were using an ant, did you have to leave your shot?
Okay, that was satisfying, man.
It felt like an invasion, like I had to leave my shot a little bit, but that could just be because of us.
That is satisfying.
I was trying to shoot across the map. That's but you can get some feeds, man. Like I got a couple collabs in this game. It's super powerful.
Sniping is back, friends.
That's a dub.
Snipe's still fast and fun.
64!
What?
64, but how many deaths did that guy get, though?
He's at double the score of everybody in the lobby.
I want to see the KDs.
Alright. Look at this.
Oh man, through the door with the pistol. A lot of windows on that map as well, a lot of glass above those door frames. I found on some abilities that have like opening breaks and stuff. A lot of sweet.
So that was hard point. No, 64. Yeah, that is. Do you know what I want to check? Is do the skins that you get in MW1 transfer over? Because I've got some, like 2 really cool skins that I've bought in more user interface. Yeah. Do you know if like skins transfer over?
So, I mean, you have now had your first taste of Modern Warfare 2 here at COD What did you think?
Oh, it's incredible. The game feels super smooth. The gunplay is awesome. I like the time to kill, and the maps are dope. Got a close quarter gunfights, and I've been having a blast, man. The chat's loving it as well. They're loving it.
I think they will transfer.
Talk about, new modes, new maps, changes to
Yeah, or they'll purposefully not let people transfer and then
I'm really
to buy new skins. But hopefully that's not the case.
excited for the CDO, and I heard them talking about rank play, so I'm really excited for that. And Warzone 2 looked incredible as well. I was talking to Rick Post. We're gonna be the Warzone duo this year, so I'll be bouncing around between the both. But
I think they will transfer. You saying? Guess we'll have to see. I'll have to Google it.
And then, real quick with Modern Warfare 2 on the horizon, what does the year ahead look like for you?
Man, just a lot of shows, man, a lot of flanks, a lot of streams. I mean, the content's gonna be pushing all year, so excited, man. Sumafi's gonna take over, and we're gonna have some fun.
All right, well, thank you so much. That is all from me for now. I believe I'm handing it off to my dear friend Lottie. Thank you so much, Jess, and it is so good to be here. My name is Lottie. First time on the desk, first time, of course, being this incredible arena. Had a lot of wonderful folks on this desk, but it is now time to chat about epic giveaway from our friends at Jack Links. Each Jack Links supply drop includes a brand new copy of Modern Warfare on the platform of your choice, delicious Jack Links limited edition products, and brand new epic in-game items that I promise you'll be dying to get your hands on. So check this
Doing a giveaway right now. I don't know why your message there actually got hidden because it said giveaway in, I think. Do you think that'll be only for America or?
Alright folks, so keep your eyes peeled to spot the Sasquatch on the screen throughout the show. Scan that QR code and enter all the information for a chance to win. But it is
Okay, so
pleasure to be on the desk, of course, alongside Maven, but we also have Jeff and Joe on here to talk all things.
So if I don't reply immediately to the chat, I think can't enter a bet to USA only. I don't know why your chat that message also got hidden. Can't enter. I bet it is, but I'm still gonna point my phone at the screen.
Well, first off, by the way, you guys killed with the opening of the show. You know, it started real smooth. I'm sure nerves were going a little bit, but it was awesome to see. But I know we're gonna have gameplay is gonna be popping up. We're gonna chat through stuff, but I think one thing I kind of want to chat through is just there's been a lot of significant changes. You guys are always looking to how to kind of tweak the wheel a little bit. Can we chat through kind of the perk change and where your head was at with regards to that? Because it's a big change. It's interesting.
Yeah, you know, perks haven't really been touched for a long time in the series, and I guess by nature they're passive, and so most of the time we found people
talking
just,
about perks now.
Find the 3 that they like, and that's it. They kind of forget about the.
I said that earlier. That's me.
Yeah,
I find a few I like, and like that's my class. There
so
we go.
we just wanted to come up with a system that was a little bit more engaging, and so we grouped.
I think it's a Rolex Daytona.
You get 2 to start with, and then
From what I can tell.
Third, and then you pick a 4th, and they're rewarded.
It could be anything really. I was paying attention to it earlier, but you know, with so many watches these days, it could be anything really. If you know what I mean? But I can't even tell. I couldn't see the sub dials, which is what a Daytona has. Like the yeah.
It allowed us to kind of like create a couple more powerful perks and put them at the end because you're not going to have them the whole match.
This is actually making me want to play. God. Okay, I'm starting to get into watches. What sort of watches I get? I like near traps, which is an AP Royal Oak. Yeah, I mean, there's other watches obviously like on the market that people can get that aren't, you know, too expensive, but that also kind of have some of the designs that, you know, watches like that have. Good watch to have a look at is the Tissot PRX. I'll type it in chat. Have a look at that, because that's got the real Genta style. I've got a Tissot PRX, and it's not ridiculously expensive. It's very well priced for what it is, and it's a Swiss watch as well. And it also comes with automatic and quartz, and you've got like different face colours. There are also like these micro brands that pop up that are just not that as reputable. While they can be good, but it's worth checking what like materials, you know, these brands use and stuff like that. I think we'll watch this for a bit more, and then we'll see where we go from there.
We're supporting all of them, and so, you know, some of the field upgrades can be more sentinel and trying to hold down positions, but that's why we added in the DDoS, like we said, to kind of just say
let me see if I can do 720 FPS, because this is a bit blurry for me. Alright, if it hopefully it doesn't. How much was it? And I'll check what the watch is made from. It'll be stainless steel. Like, it'll be like high grade stainless steel. I don't know what the exact term, like definition, but right. So we're watching 720 60 frames right now. And how much was it? I think it's £295. 295 for the quartz, and then for the automatic it's something like double that. And then there's also like variations that are more expensive, like 1.5. But it's basically part of the Swatch brand, so the Swatch group. So it's basically kind of an Amiga in disguise. But
to kind of ledge hang and really use it as intel as well. I think when it comes to multiplayer and competitive side, that's kind of where I'm at here, is being able in S&D, just being able to know where people are, give that intel to your team, peek that back down again, making sure you're not getting your dome ripped off by a sniper.
Or if you want a more rugged timepiece, you can get the one that I've recently got. That's automatic, but it is more versatile. The PRX is a bit more, classy and up dressed, shall I say? And it has a very nice bracelet, and that's why I don't want to destroy the bracelet too much by overwiring it. But I don't know, actually, I'll switch between stuff. So yeah, it's interesting seeing at the top right. I think it tells you the kill streaks of people on the other team as well. Decent price, and PRX is more my style. I like classy. Yeah, it harks back to when they made them in the 70s. So TISO made that type of design, which is like I think it's called Royal Genta design. I don't know, Genta design, where the bracelet would integrate with the case, and that's how it looks in that style, which was very popular in the 70s around that time, and now they've released it again as like an updated style. So, but as I said, it's a very nice watch. Wouldn't say it goes with everything, but more diver style watches, as what you could probably tell in my story and stuff, are more versatile. I mean, dive style watches were popular because of James Bond. He was pretty much a person that made dive style watches to be worn with like suits and formal wear. So, because usually suits and stuff and business outfits, you'd wear a leather strap and not too large of a bezel and stuff. But yeah, ever since early 2000s when Casino Royale and stuff came out, that's when it kind of got popular, and still is, to wear dive style watches for formal occasions. So with you know the difference between quartz and automatic watches, right? So quartz is battery operated, but then you'll have to change the battery every 2 or 3 years, usually, kind of, or longer. But then automatic, it goes on for a bit longer, but it's not 100% accurate. But you get that sweeping hand, which is what like expensive watches usually, are. And I gotta tell you, so you can. The thing is that because that's a Swiss PRX, that's Swiss. Changing battery is fine for me. Yeah. Is that the growl? I think I saw the growl.
You don't really know. Like some of them pretty quickly, you're like, oh, there it is. Yeah. But this one took a lot of work, a lot of finessing, and then we finally got it to where there is this balance, and we're seeing more hero moments. And that replay we saw, actually, I think that one, but
so I think we've seen enough gameplay. I don't know if they're going to show. Did they mention that they're going to show anything else? Do you know, Joe?
I'm just thinking about like how crazy it's gotten. Like I don't envy you guys at all. I mean, I do great job, but like the fact that you have to think about like everything within this sandbox, like from we're trying to make a new mode, like how is some new movement or anything going to affect Warzone? How's it going to affect Ground War Invasion? Like,
I think at every game you have that moment at the end of the previous one. You're like, okay, how do we squeeze more blood from this stone?
Yeah, right.
And it's like, but then you start iterating and trying different things, and you do kind of like, all of a sudden it's ballooned, and you're like, oh no, we have to cut stuff. We have too much.
Yeah, I mean, Jeff, Joe, this is a pretty hard question, but just to kind of wrap things up here, I think when you talk about Call of Duty, when you listen to feedback from players...
Oh, there it is.
They always talk about that nostalgic feeling that they get when they get on the game. What is it about Modern Warfare 2 this time around?
I'm opening it in Chrome. Look on the screen.
It's going to bring generations back, years to come, and say, look, Modern Warfare 2, excuse me, was my game.
I scanned it.
This is why I want to play it year in, year out.
It's not loading.
Yeah, you know, nostalgia is a weird thing, and I know from working on past games and people's
It's loading.
highly of these different things, and it's kind of where you're at in your world and your friends and things.
As you're on iPhone, you're not going to be able to, unless you screenshot. If you can screenshot it, Joe, and you'll be able to. I mean, I'm on the website now, but it just says loading.
From all the systemic play with all of our equipment and all these different interactive systems, we're just hoping that fans find new and crazy ways.
I don't know if anything's going to happen here.
I don't know.
You just want it to be fun. I mean, right? Because nostalgia, you gotta probably tune some of it out. Like some stuff, that's tough.
Yeah,
You don't know what's going to hold on to nostalgia, right? You don't know. And I think one of our strengths, though, is that I run into people all the time, and they're like, I'm an S&D player. Yeah. I'm a Warzone player. I'm a...
I think there's too many people on the link, maybe.
I love TDM. I just play that. And so it's interesting that we're fortunate to be able to make all these different offerings so that people can come into our game. Like, I love...
Oh, look at this. You can claim a free Warzone bundle.
And so I think that's an advantage that we have, that people can find their place, the thing they love, bring their friends in, and in years to come, they're like, I remember that. That was awesome.
Yeah, a bunch of different experiences for sure. And I gotta say, the fact that we haven't even really scratched the surface yet, you know, we're here at the reveal, we're seeing it for the first time. There's so many questions that we have.
That's for Prime members.
Challenges have been for you guys to develop this game, to really get it to the point that it is now.
I think.
Comfortable to show it to the world.
Right, yeah, Joe, you've not missed much, but from this Sasquatch thing. And I managed to get it, but it just doesn't load for me. Yeah, neither. It's not loading for me. I mean, when there's 135 people watching... Nah, it's not working. I'll keep it up like as an open tab, but I'm going to go back, put the chat back on. I think you have Prime Gaming. Yeah.
I bet it's a cool shed though.
Have we seen enough gameplay? I don't know if they're going to show more.
Millions of Zoom meetings and millions of kind of keeping everybody up to date and so many different studios, not just ours.
I think we've seen maybe enough gameplay. Should we, I'm thinking about just getting something to eat and then hopping on Warzone. Trying it out after not playing it for a while, ages. Do you have a mic, Joe? I'm gonna message you also. Right, so we've seen enough gameplay. I don't think they're gonna show much more that's different. So I'm gonna call it the end of the stream, really. What else can they actually show? I really don't think they can show anything else. They've shown Warzone 2.0. I don't have a mic, but can use my iPhone if we hop on Discord. Yeah, could possibly, yeah. Yeah, you should get a headset. Get the not Turtle Beach. Get the Razer headset. You know, like the popular one. The one that's a bit... Yeah, that's the one I have. I don't... Razer Kraken. Yeah, get that. Look up the Razer Kraken in black. Right. That's going to be the end of the stream. But thank you for watching. If you're watching this back as a video, drop a like, comment, and subscribe for more. I used to have that, but in neon green. Oh, right, neon. Nah, mine's in black. I would never get it in neon green. Best headset ever. Right. So, we've seen plenty. I don't think they're going to show anything else. So, for that, we're going to call it the end. So, we got Ground War, actually, the short third-person mosh pit. Domination hardpoint, knockout, prisoner secure. Right. Search and destroy, I reckon, will be interesting. Sniping looks good. For trick shotting, could trick shotting even still exist? Who knows? I reckon people will find a way of how to. And I know they said how the game's alpha for mobile, but yeah, it's just obviously it can't look as good as the console version. But yeah. Anyway, let me check my phone back again. Best out there. Right, Joe will message me on Instagram or Twitter. We'll keep in touch. But yeah, that's gonna be it. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you put notifications on, and that's gonna be it for the stream. Really, we've seen enough. I think we've seen all. Really, I don't think they're gonna show anything else that's crazy. This is just gonna be gameplay. So yeah, thank you for watching.